Alrighty, welcome everybody. This is Superstar Saturday, and I'm very excited to bring you Miguel Amaya because Miguel has been doing amazing with our team. He's consistent. He's showing up, constantly. He's doing and taking all the actions, and he's having amazing results. So Miguel, thank you so much for tuning in with us today, and sharing some of your story. And I just want to start off by asking you, tell us a little bit about your background, so that way people get to know you a little better.
Okay. First of all, thank you, Leo, for letting me come here and share my story.
Yes,
It's
sir.
just starting. So a little background about me. I pretty much from 2005 to 2009, I was in the Navy. I came out right into the when everything was quote unquote um, really low. Nothing was going on. I remember in the military, they were like, "Why are you going to California? They're broke over there." And then I just decided to leave the military. Went to school, and then I was blessed enough that somebody allowed me to start working in the car business.
Mhm.
So I was like, I can never do sales. I don't talk to people. That's just. 7 years later, I became a top producer there at that store. Uh, I was I got few rewards there, but at the end of the day, I felt like I needed to grow a little more. And fortunately enough, my wife had been in the business and real estate, and she said, "You know what? Let's work as a team." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." But I was comfortable. I was doing well, and it took me a while to take the plunge.
Right.
Fortunate enough, and I don't want to take this lightly, is that the pandemic to me seemed to be as an opportunity, because I came out in 2009, and then I started my career there, and then I was like, maybe this is the time. I was blessed enough to a point take some time off and stay at home, and that gave me the ability to spend some time with my family. And then my wife actually said, "You know what? It's time for you to go learn this business while
Mm.
I take care of the babies," because we just had a little one, a 4 month old.
Congratulations, by
That
the way. Yes.
Thank you. So I plugged into to the office in Anaheim, and I was welcomed with open arms. I'm grateful to Jose and Jesus, my success coaches who have been there for me this whole time. I got there and I said, "Hey, I'm here to learn," and I'm humble enough to understand that my cell experience, it's in the past. I want to learn how you guys um, uh, have learned through the past. You guys have made mistakes, and I want to learn from those, and I don't want to make those mistakes. So I went ahead and listened and execute. I executed exactly everything you guys told me, and I'm glad to say and humble enough to share that so far I opened. I was blessed with 5 escrows and 1 listing. So
Yeah.
I
Oh, damn. Hey, and also, dude, you've been here for a short time. So when is it that you actually
oh
officially
yeah,
started here?
I officially started there in November. In
Right.
November.
Wow.
The funny story is, I thought it was gonna be like school. They teach you, they give you training, and then eventually you'll apply it. Well, Jose was nice enough to 2 days of training, and then just threw me out there and said, "It's time for you to pick up the phone and start applying what you learned." And I was like, "But I'm not ready." He goes, "Yeah, you are. You just don't know it yet." And I was like, "Okay, awesome." And at the end of the day, I mean, 4 months later, I it's just hard work does pay off. and
Yes.
and honestly, just starting, regardless of where you stand or where you are, you just got to start, and you just got to be persistent, and you have to keep doing the same steps over and over, and that will make results. I don't know what the results, but for me, it's we're doing very well.
Yes, bro. That's outstanding, man. Congratulations. And I want to acknowledge you for your work ethic, man. Like you honestly inspire me. You come here, you drive a distance to get to our office and you apply everything, man. You take action on everything and you take on the coaching, right? You don't second guess it. And obviously it's showing results, right? It's working.
Yeah,
You know, you
it's,
got
it is.
you got open escrows now, you got a listing. And talk a little bit about us about your pipeline because you're also building a pipeline, right? So how many people do you think that you have in your pipeline right now that's like, coming soon business?
Coming soon business. I'm working a fresh about from November to now about 95 people. But I also have previous clients, which are over 1,000 people that I'm also working with. I honestly don't know where to start. I just start and I'm able to connect with those individuals. I have fresh leads like everybody else does. Those fresh leads are probably about 50 people that I'm working with. And
Mhm.
I have hot buyers right now that, this market, it's great for that. So I have about 5 between my wife and I say I, but it should be we, because my wife is actually the one it's in the background doing everything, making sure I stay in track and that I do what I'm supposed to, which is wake up and get going. I
Right.
just feel like another thing I want to invite everybody. Miracle Mornings have made a huge difference in how I start my day, and I want to invite every realtor, regardless of if you're an EXP or not. It's a way to start your day with a positive mind and some drive. I mean, I feel energized every time I join you guys in the morning, and I appreciate the invite. But let's go back into what we were talking about. So
Yeah, I appreciate you retaking the conversation, bro, because I honestly think that that's a huge part of success. And what you're saying is on point, right? Starting off your mornings and then obviously having this great partnership with your wife and having that support, having all the additional resources. I mean, all of that contributes to the success that you've been able to do. So it's awesome. And man, yeah, for people that are out there, the way you start your morning, it basically impacts your entire day, right? So
true.
I'm glad that you're getting a lot of value from that. And what I would ask you now, now that you have the pipeline, you have, some escrows open, you have this listing, you're on a great track. Where do you see yourself? Like, what's your goal in the next 12 months? Like, what do you say, you and your wife, you guys are standing here 12 months later. How many transactions have you guys closed? How many families have you served?
Well, um I think the one of the goals, and I remember in one of your many classes, which I recommend everybody to take, it said don't hit too low that you're gonna hit something high that even if you were to miss, you are high enough that the goal is it's unreachable. And I think it's why my wife and I have put a goal about 50 this
Love it, bro.
you know
Absolutely. It's
you know
attainable,
it,
bro. It's totally
it
attainable with what you guys got going on. But
mhm,
but you see how that changes everything, right? If you say, you know what, you're gonna easily do 25, 30 deals easily. But when you
mhm,
say 50, you're performing like you're thinking differently. You're waking up extra early. Your intensity is different,
mhm.
right?
Yeah, and actually just going to the training, there's just that what sets you up into. I was thinking that this should be my goal, and in reality my goal should be much higher. And that's all through the training, which I invite everybody to come here to the office here in Anaheim. It's just a great environment, just coming in here and learning so much. And they have everything that they're teaching us. There's are things that have worked for them, and I've used them. I've used, and I'm like amazed at, at that it actually works.
Yeah.
It actually
You
works. I
practice it.
mean, I don't,
You're all
I
like,
don't,
wait a minute, that actually worked. Like, what happened?
you know.
That's
So
awesome.
that's pretty much what I think what my our next few months, and consistency is key.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I was going to ask you next. Like, what are your success formulas, right? So consistency, right? I heard you say that a couple of times, consistency. What else would you say are like some tips for maybe realtors that are out there wanting to grow their business? Like, what are other things that are important that you're doing that's helping you to get to where you're at?
Accountability. I have not only my wife, but uh, I have individuals, especially in the office, that keep me accountable for what I need to do next. Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying you shouldn't trust yourself, but you should have somebody check up on you. Okay, and I think accountability is a big thing. It helps you grow, and it helps you to be grounded, so you can keep moving forward. I think that's the key. Consistency is great, but you need somebody to tell you if you're heading the wrong direction, to bring you back into where you need to go. I think consistency and accountability
Mhm.
are key to moving forward.
Yes, absolutely. So accountability, consistency, awesome. Anything else you want to share about what like possibilities or other things that you're using that are really working? Anything else you would like to share?
Well, I I I've been listening because my drive is about an hour and a half or so, an hour and 20 minutes. I've been listening to a few books. I have listened to more books in the past 3 months than in probably 7 years. And
Wow.
one of the ones is You Can't Hurt Me. And it says that you got to be uncomfortable, put yourself in a place where you haven't been. And one of the things that I've been practicing and literally I've been mastering, not yet, is I wake up at 3 in the morning. I start my day at 3 in the morning. And then I have a routine that by the time 6 a.m. comes in, I'm so energized that I'm ready to take on the world to a point, you know.
Wow.
So before I used to go to work at 8. I got up at 7:35, and then I was always in a rush. Now I feel like I have more time, although I'm so far from where I'm working from. Um, but and the other thing is that EXP has allowed me to connect with so many people. You know, it's not just the office in Anaheim. They're awesome people, but also the office here in Appleton. You know, I wanna because actually the person connecting me with everybody was Joseph, and I want to go ahead and give him a shout out. You know, thank you for
Yeah.
that. You know, he's a great leader, and I do tune into many of his training, and I just wanted to give him a shout out because he's the reason why I connected to Anaheim, and I'll be forever thankful for that.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, Joe's an amazing mentor and a great leader. I'm glad. I mean, I'm so happy that he brought you into our circle, bro. And that's the whole cool thing about our tribe is like, we're all one big family, right? We're all one big family. We're all supporting and empowering one another. And everybody's success is everybody's success, man. We all win. I mean, this is just an abundance model. So man, thank you so much for sharing, your successes. And I just again want to congratulate you for everything that you're doing. You and your wife are doing amazing. And I'm just excited to see where you guys are going to be in the next 12 months. I know I could almost, I mean, I have a glimpse of the future, man. I think you guys are going to hit over 50, bro. Like I have a gut intuition and beyond the intuition is like, you're putting in the work, right? You're doing the activities every single day. So continue to do what you're doing. And I know that you guys are going to crush that goal, bro.
Okay, thank you, Leo. Thank you for the space that I was able to talk to you guys. You know, and just give yourself an opportunity. Just give yourself an opportunity and take a chance. That's why, man.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, man. I
Thank you.
appreciate your time. Alrighty, see you soon.
See you.
Thanks.